Bill Henshaw here, Constitutional Crisis Channel, with some exciting news, and I would like to have more of it than I do right now. But the plain fact is, with the record I've established up to now over the 4 decades, I'm 24-0, modestly calculated against these damn state bar association attorneys, 10-0 in traffic courts, and without opposition. Now I have figured out most of the pieces of the puzzle to go on the offensive and make these bastards pay for it. It's still a developmental process, mind you, but the good news is we're not the ones on the time clock anymore. They are, because there is no statute of limitations on deceit, fraud, and treason. And that goes as far back, believe it or not, it really does, to the statute of frauds enacted in 1679 by the British Parliament. That's still effectively in force and effect today. If they're not going to do their jobs and tell you where the hell you are, identify the jurisdiction, identify the injured party, identify the elements of the crime, and other things that they're constitutionally mandated to do, you have no way to put on a defense. Is it any wonder that the conviction rate, quote unquote, especially in traffic courts, is 98.5%? And of the remaining 1.5%, probably 0.5% or more occurs when the cop doesn't show up and they throw the charges out in the interest of justice, quote unquote. And that's what happens to me all the time. And lately it's got to the point now where I go in with my sweetie, it's the first case called, and they throw the case out before they even call the attorney cases. That's how bad that is. But it shows you how it works because they can't answer it. And they know if they try to convict my friend anyway or anyone else in that situation, they're going to run into a serious problem. And if we get a case like that on the record from a court of appeals reversing a conviction on the issues I raised, that's a binding precedent for every other like situated victim of the system. That's the power we have behind the scenes. It's how the system works, right or wrong, but it is how it works. And that's where you can make a lot of hay here, by getting these documents and using them and understanding them. And I encourage you here, when you get them, to study the 5 basic documents closely first. There's a lot of information coming at you, but once you understand those and the 4 main issues I have, everything else falls into place, and a lot faster than it did for me. I'm embarrassed to say it took as long as it did, but this is the big lie. I mean, it's a dictionary definition. You look in Webster's dictionary, big lie, this is what you're going to see. What they've done to us with the government that we have as opposed to the one that we should. So that said, feel free to ask questions, request information. I'm glad to have any of that come in at any time. CCASPARI@live.com. Thank you.